Okay, we're going to show you how to make horseshoe nail crosses. We're using City 6, size 6 horseshoe nails. These are the nails. They look like this. They're not quite flat on the back. If you have flat ones, that would be the best. So you take your nail, we put it like this with the design up. With the pliers, we bend a 90 degree. So it ends up like this. Then we've taken the nail like this, and I built a special little tool to bend the end like that. And we'll take it and place it on this jig with our pliers and bend it like such. Okay, the next step to make the cross to wrap the wires, you'll have to make 2 of each piece. Make sure they're a good 90 degree. You'll need 2 pieces of wire. One will have to be 40 inches long, bent at 11 inches. The other one will have to be 24 inches long, bent in half, like such. Take your vice grip, grab the first set, clamp together, place your wire over top with the long part on top, then wrap the long part around the bottom so it doesn't move. Then with the short part, start wrapping around the sides. And just keep on wrapping until you get to the vice grip. Try to keep your wires nice and tight against each other. Then you can unwrap this part, give it one extra wrap just to tighten her up good. Then you can remove the vice grip, set that on the side. Do the next piece the same way. Clamp your vice grip on. Make sure it's flush. Take your short wire, pass it over top. Do the same thing, wrap it around the bottom piece, and then start wrapping. Undo the bottom, give it an extra wrap to tighten it up. Put your wires both to the same side like this so you can flip it over. And you take the 2 halves, you want to match them together. And with your vice grip, you'll grab the 2 halves and squeeze them together to tighten up your vice grip a little bit there. Then what you'll do, grab the bottom, the long wire first, and you'll go across to the opposite side, around the top, and back across to the bottom again. That way you've made a cross, an X on this side. And then you just wrap that long wire around the bottom. That's what the long wire is for. And go all the way to the bottom. Now here you got a little bit of a space. What a person can do with another pair of pliers, you can squeeze that space together just so that the wire stays nice and tight on there. It doesn't loosen up. Keep on wrapping. And if you're left-handed, you'd have to do this all in the other way. Wrap it all the way to the bottom. You gotta pull nice and hard when you're doing this to keep your wire good and tight. Then you take the short wire that's on the opposite side, that's up against here. You'll go across to the top. This time you're going to come down on the one of the side arms, straight down. So make sure you're tight in there, straight down. And then you want to finish the cross. You go back up to the top, and then you start wrapping around the top to make your top coil. Once you got a couple wraps there, then we can get rid of the vice grips, and we can finish wrapping it like that. And we can use up the rest of this wire on the sides. Go as far as you'd like. Usually I try to cover just about the bottom point on the nail here. Flip the cross over, do the other one. Just like that. Then you take a wire cutter and you want to cut the wires so that they're on the bottom of the cross, so that they're not visible from the top. Pull on it a little bit, cut it short enough, push it down like that. Flip the cross over, do the other side, cut, push it down. The bottom of the cross, try to leave the wire on the side of the cross here. Pull it and cut and have it up. So let's bend it like that on the side. From the top, it really doesn't make too much of a difference here. You can put it wherever you would like. Try to get it on the side so it doesn't scratch your skin, I guess. And there you go. That's the cross. Okay, here we're going to show you how to make a cross into a keychain and then a cross in with for a necklace. So for the keychain, first you have to bend open these little pieces here. You slip on your two small split rings. If you can open the split rings up by hand, you wouldn't have to bend these parts, but they're pretty tough, those little guys. So then we bend these parts back with our pliers. And then you take the big key ring, this is about a 3/4 inch, and you pass it through the little rings. And there we have a key ring. Put your keys on there. Next step is to make a necklace. So you take your string. You need probably about a 30-inch piece of string. Didn't measure this one, so you want to even them up and pull it tight. Then the first step, you just make yourself a lasso on one end. Tighten it up. That makes a lasso like that. Then you pass the string through the lasso and wrap it around this part here and make another lasso on this end. Just like that. And you could tighten up the lassos on the string. And what that does is it makes for an adjustable necklace, like that.